What do you do, my gente? Your boy's coming through once again with a new video. On today's video, we're going to talk about those individuals, right, that are dropouts. PC, SNY. And they keep denying it. Ooh. No, some real stuff, man. I want to talk about these individuals because I'll always see on YouTube, on the streets, a lot of people who do this. And it seems like they're ashamed of the decision they have made in life. And all for what? What's to gain? You know? Everybody wants to be the cool kids in the house. Or in the school, right? Not in the house. But out on the streets, at school. And every time I see this, man, a drop of denying that they were on the SNY, that they ever snitch, that that they even drop out, man. I would just think about this and shake my head like, man, what's wrong with this? Even though people already know on platforms, on the streets. And it's crazy, man. It is insane how these people just seem to brush the evidence and keep going with their own spiel. They think that it's gonna work, and sometimes it works, you know, on some individuals, right? Except on those who are laced up already, who know what's up. But I want to speak on this because being a dropout, man, it's a decision that you make, or that I hope that you make, to change your life, right? Because imagine dropping out and then going to the other side and joining a prison gang. That defeats the purpose. Like, hold on, man, what are you doing? Right? That defeats the purpose. Some people do it. But, and again, I don't got nothing against those guys who do it. You know what I mean? Everybody got their own opinion. And we all unique on the way we think, right? That's what makes everything so great. We don't think alike. And I hope they made that decision to change their life, right? And that's nothing to be ashamed of, right? If you come to understand that yourself has value and that you want to concentrate on doing things for yourself instead of having somebody tell you to do things for them. And it takes a lot of courage to do this, especially when you don't know nothing else and you make that long decision. Now, if you are a dropout or are in those yards for being a chomo, man, screw you. If you're on those yards for being a snitch, screw you, man. Because especially a snitch, man, a chomo's a chomo, man. Just that shit's nothing, not even touch. But a snitch is basically like, right, man, like, okay, why even get involved in anything when you know you're not gonna be able to hang? If you know that once you get caught, you're gonna tell on everybody, that you're gonna expose and give the law information on your best friend, on your homeboy, on whoever you can, just to knock some years off your sentence, right? Not taking, not owning your crime, right? It seems like, hey, can you just give me a hit on the risk, and I'm gonna give you 2 guys so you can give them life and stuff like that, and just give me like 2 years would be nice. You know what I mean? I don't want to do 5 years or 10, but give those 2 guys life, put them away for life, and just take a couple years. I think that's garbage. Or when you become you are involved in something, and you end up spilling the beans, right? Like, man, if you're gonna be part of something, of a movement, like, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. I understand that sometimes when you're young, man, Some individuals are not laced up to that point, and they're gonna speak on it. But doing that action is doing that action. You cannot sugarcoat it, right? But it's funny how I see these individuals, man, denying where they're being at. They're denying that they even touch a SMYR, denying that they even drop out. And it's funny because it seems that they try to convince you guys out there, trying to convince the homies out on the streets. And it's all for what? All for what? For the validation of the next person? You know what that means? That means that you're not living your life for you. That means that you're living your life for the next man, for the opinion of the next man. So you're not taking control of who you are as a person, of your life. Everything you do is for the validation of the next person. And if you feel like that, I guess more power to you, man. I don't believe in that. I think that's fucking shitty. It's fucking trash. I mean, and I've seen it a lot in YouTube and on the streets. That's why I'm speaking on it, because people seem to just run with that, and they do convince some people, right? But the ones we know, we know. So I'm gonna tell you a quick story, 2 quick stories, man, about 2 different individuals on the streets. And the ones on the YouTube, nah, but on the streets. There's this one guys, 2 of them, lifers. I believe they got 15 years to life. The youth offender came through. They granted parole, man. Happy for them, man. Granted parole. Happy for them. But the crazy thing about this is once they parole, they were acting. They just parole from an active yard. That they were working for this Billy. They threw everything out there, right? And I'm looking at these guys and be like, damn, guy, for reals? I'm not exposing them, right? I'm just listening. And how I do it, I just give you the rope. Here, man. This is tight? Yeah. All right. So look, man. What are you lying? Why? There's people who seen you on an SMYR. We know for people to parole from a GP, it's very difficult. You need to have a clean time. If you're on a GP, you're not showing that you're changing your life in order to regain your freedom, which a lot of people do. A lot of people do. But that will be a next video for me to explain how to do that. Paroling, being granted parole from GP. I seen one doing it, and it was a Mexican mafia member. Crazy. Might be a different story. But it's for what? Why? Why you're lying? Who cares, man? And they got mad about this. It's like, hold on, man, you getting mad at me because I'm telling you the truth, what I know about you? You know, because people, they lie about this shit. Here comes another one. This guy, prison, end up dropping out. Hit the streets. Axe. This came from the Pinta. Look, homie, this is how we do shit. Blah, 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 blah. Guess what? This vato gets to a certain status in a gang, right? But he's a dropout. Nobody knows about this. So like, what the fuck? Like, man, what's going on? You have a chance to change your life. You know what I mean? And you don't take advantage of it. If you snitch, man, if you're on that side, what are you even doing playing the game again? You're out. We already know you get down. Why are you trying to get involved in the game? You're out, man. That's it. So every time I see this, when people are trying to talk a good one, man, and you see that they've been in fucking what's that called? What's that prison called? In Mill Creek. You know what Mill Creek is? It's like the worst of the worst. It is where the trashy people get. All law enforcement who broke the law, off correction officers, POs who did something weird, broke the law. They're going to Mill Creek. They're going to Mill Creek. That's where they get protected. That's where they get all the benefits. They get the good program. All those guys. So that, guess what? In that prison, it's a gang of chomos. Gang of snitches. Why? Because nobody's pushing the hard line right there. You push the hard line, transfer, buddy. You're getting transferred. You're going to Tehachapi. You're going to High Desert. You're going to Salinas. That's where you're going. So that's why Mill Creek is so trashy. Because nobody's pushing the hard line. The cops are not going to push a hard line. Why? Because they just want to do their time. That's all they're doing. So they get all this trash in there. Nobody can clean nothing up. So if somebody attempts to clean something up, shit, are they gonna move the 100 and the 99 inmates that they're all bad, or they just gonna move that inmate out of there? Shit, they just want inmate out of there. So that place is always gonna stay like that. And we got these people who've been in that place and still trying to convince individuals that they never drop out. They're on the line. And it's come on, man. It's come on. But with this being said, man, let it be. Put something in the comment. What you think about this? Like the video. Share the video. And if you want to support the channel, subscribe, por favor. Ahora sí, ya nos vamos. Wish nothing but the best to you and your familia. And take care, man. Do the right thing. Do what you're supposed to do. With this, I'm out. Gracias.